This program is about Bigfoot encounters. Whenever possible, the actual persons have participated in recreating the events. What you are about to see is not a news broadcast.
In the fall of 1995, Kevin and his friend were looking forward to a night filled with fun. But what they encountered that evening in Oak Openings Preserve would leave them with memories that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. Join us as we explore the unexplainable tonight on Wildman Mysteries.
That scream, man, it was just like nothing I've ever heard. It was freaking terrifying. To this day, I honestly don't know what it was. I can't explain it, but it definitely was not a human.
Every year, thousands of park visitors across North America report sightings of Bigfoot. Most describe a massive ape-like creature, elusive, intelligent, and capable of vanishing without a trace. Despite thousands of eyewitness accounts, the mystery of Sasquatch remains unsolved. Is it possible that a species has managed to evade capture and scientific classification for centuries? Or are these encounters merely the product of overactive imaginations? Skeptics dismiss these reports, but for those who have come face to face with the creature, the terror is very real. Kevin and his friend had no idea the dreadful events that awaited them deep in the heart of the park. That night, the forest would fall silent, and in the darkness, they would come face to face with something that would shake them to their core. At first, it was just an ordinary night, laughter, conversation, and the peaceful sounds of nature. But then, without warning, the woods fell unnervingly silent.
We were just sitting out there around the fire, hanging out, and then everything just got real quiet, like freaky quiet. There was no crickets, there was no birds, no nothing. And then all of a sudden we started hearing these footsteps all around where we were chilling, just walking around a circle around us. It was really freaky.
At first, Kevin and his friend thought it might be a deer or one of the rangers patrolling the park, but the noises that they soon experienced quickly shattered those ideas.
As we were hanging out there, these footsteps kept getting closer and closer, and they kept sounding, more and more aggressive, and we started to get real worried. And then all of a sudden we started hearing like crashing through brush, and this tree just fell over, and that was it, man. We were done.
What followed next was a sound that neither of them would ever forget. A scream so loud, so blood-curdling, that it shook them to their very core.
That sound was like nothing I've ever heard. We spent a lot of time out in the woods, hanging out, sitting around, drinking beer, but I've never heard anything like this. Like if you could imagine a woman just screaming at the top of her lungs, but it sounded creepier, like lower and more guttural, and I could just like feel it in my bones. It was terrifying.
The sheer horror of the moment caused Kevin and his friend to take off through the woods in a dead sprint. In their panic, they left everything behind they had brought with them, but the fear had taken over. They were running for their lives.
Are you tired of boring old books that cause you to fall asleep after only a few pages? Or lame, uninspired books that don't make any mention of Sasquatch? Well then boy do we have the book for you. Introducing Bigfoot South from everyone's favorite hairy man website, globalbigfoot.com. Bigfoot South is available now for a limited time price of $20 plus shipping and handling. But wait, if you order now, you can get a Global Bigfoot sticker at no additional cost. With stories from all across the southern half of the United States, including Attic Bigfoot, Swamp Bigfoot, and even White Bigfoot, it's sure to impress. Order now at www.globalbigfoot.com. That's www.globalbigfoot.com.
I'm Dusty Lane.
I'm Jason Mitchell.
And we are the Cenobites.
Step into the shadows with the Cenobites, your horror movie review podcast that delves into the chilling classics, spine-tingling new releases, and everything lurking in between. Dare to listen if you can handle it.
Hurry up! Oh! Come on!
Kevin and his friend made it back to the car, but they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being followed. It felt as if whatever was in those woods was still watching them.
Dude, to this day, I have no idea what that was. Everybody that I've told about this is like, oh, you probably just saw a black bear. There are no black bears in this part of Northwest Ohio. Like, there's not a single black bear anywhere around here. You know, they have them in the southern part of the state. They have them up in northern Michigan, but not around here. So I know for a fact it wasn't a bear. We don't have anything else that big besides deer, and I know what a deer looks like. Whatever was out there, all I know is it didn't want us there, and I will never go back into those woods as long as I live.
Was it a simple trick of the mind, or did Kevin and his friend come face to face with Bigfoot? Many who venture into the woods claim to have encountered this legendary creature, but most are afraid to even invoke the terrifying memory. Oak Openings Preserve remains a quiet retreat for visitors, but for Kevin, it will always be the place where he experienced the unexplainable, a reminder that sometimes the most terrifying encounters are the ones that leave no evidence behind. For people like Kevin, these encounters remain part of a larger mystery that seems to defy logic. The question remains, what exactly is out there in the dense forest of North America? If you have ever had a strange encounter in the woods or witnessed something you can't explain, we want to hear your story. Maybe you hold the key to solving one of nature's greatest mysteries. Email us at wildmanmysteries@gmail.com.